good morning. Oh.
Sarap talaga magmahal, tsaka nang may minamahal.
Anong breakfast niyo bukas?
Longganisa.
Ano?
Longganisa.
Uy, sarap yun.
My
Vegan,
favorite.
vegan, oh, yan. Ikaw,
Ay, hindi.
Ses?
Gusto ko lukban.
Lukban?
I don't eat breakfast eh.
Ano?
Kape.
I don't.
Kape.
Kape. Oh, hindi, masarap naman coffee. Ikaw? Ito, masarap breakfast sa kanila. Lagi masarap. Ano?
Okay, ganyan nag-IF ako. Same.
Happy weekend,
Sige.
guys.
Happy weekend.
Happy weekend.
And we'll see you on Monday. Again, great week. Daming nangyari in the world of news. Thank you once again to The Big Story, to Cez Trilon, Sean Yao, Pauline Versosa. On our show, well, we've got Gilas Filipinas set to head into a must-win game. Puro must-win, against Iraq in the FIBA Asia Cup. Plus, we catch up with PBA superstar L.A. Tenorio about his new role as head coach of the Magnolia Hotshots.
And we tell you about the Filipinas' incredible start to the MSIG Serenity Cup.
I'm Andre Felix.
And I'm Chas Calao.
Happy Friday. Here's tonight's play-by-play.
Ramiro, the show by Mamoy leaves Philip. Mr. Moves puts it on. Unbelievable. Gemma on the left side. Oh, the pass! Stopping another one. Bacunas rejecting Estevo for the
Gilas Filipinas with one last chance, well, at least to prolong their stay in the FIBA Asia Cup, currently held in Jeddah, Saudi Arabia. Let's take a look at the remaining game in the group stage. They take on, this is a must-win game, seriously, against Iraq tomorrow. And up for grabs is that spot in the knockout round. That crucial game will be set at 4 in the afternoon. You can watch that game live on RPTV, on PBA Rush, and the Pilipinas Live app. Both the Philippines and Iraq currently have no wins and 2 losses in Group C. Gilas is coming off another tough loss to New Zealand just last night, which put them on the brink of elimination from the Continental Tournament.
Gilas Filipinas did get very close to scoring a comeback win over New Zealand, but Gilas faltered down the stretch, resulting in their second straight loss in the FIBA Asia Cup. One Sports' Carla Pamintuan reports on what happened in the match, as well as the Philippine team's mindset heading into their next assignment.
Coach Timko knew that Junmar Fajardo took their last loss personally. The big man did not even join the team to dinner after the game against Chinese Taipei, as he was frustrated with his performance and with the loss. To help Fajardo regain his confidence, he did not just start Junmar, he also drew up the first play of the game for him, and the Kraken delivered. Gilas and the Tall Blacks were in a tight battle for much of the opener, but New Zealand's 3-point shooting allowed them to build a 23-14 lead. Luckily for Gilas, Carl Tamayo and Chris Newsom, and in the first period with 4 straight points to trim the gap. New Zealand then dropped 6 triples in the second quarter to stretch their lead to a high of 18 points, 55-37. But Kevin Cambao will give Gilas something to cheer about heading to the halftime break, as he ended the second quarter with a buzzer-beating layup. Fajardo, Justin Brownlee, and Dwight Ramos led a huge counterattack for Gilas in the third, where they outscored New Zealand 27-19. Coach Tim Cohn employed a smaller 5 on the floor, even going zone sometimes. That caught the Tall Blacks off guard. Gilas got stops and converted these into buckets on the other side to send the Filipinos at the venue into a frenzy. Brownlee led one last attack in the final quarter for Gilas, as his triple inched the Philippines within 3 points, 85-82. But critical errors from Gilas, compounded by the play of veteran point guard Taylor Britt, who provided key buckets in the end game, allowed New Zealand to hang on to the win. Now Gilas must win its last game against Iraq to proceed to the qualifications to the quarterfinals.
we just got to move forward. You know, we can't hang our heads. We can't be down on this loss. We got to just take whatever we learn from it and just move forward. And at the end of the day, you know, we just got to keep fighting and showing our Filipino pride.
Beginning of the games, we're coming out. We know what we're supposed to do, but we're still shell-shocked. And you know they're going to shoot threes. You know they're going to play fast. And you know we already knew that, but they still did it. So second half, we playing the way we're supposed to, and I mean I'm just hoping that we carry this momentum to the next game.
Well, we're disappointed that we didn't get that we lost 2 in a row. We didn't see that. I don't think we all saw that coming, and so we're disappointed. But the tournament's not over for us. We have a big game against Iraq coming up, and see if we can get into the next round. Yeah, we're obviously struggling in first half. We're not playing well in the first half, but we're coming back. And I thought we played a really good second half, but we just couldn't get over the hump. Had a couple of turnovers down the stretch that prevented us from really making the game tight. And but we just need to keep battling, keep our heads going forward, and you know, don't sink because of these last 2 losses. We can't afford that. There's still more to do, and we're going to be ready for our next game.
From Jeddah, Saudi Arabia, Carlo Pamintuan.
Well, even without a Gilas game tonight, it's still a very busy day in the FIBA Asia Cup.
Here's a look at the latest results. Chinese Taipei gets its second win in a row after taking down Iraq 87-60. Gilas tormentor Ying Chun Chen went scoreless, but Ting Chien Lin picked up the slack with 22 points to lead Chinese Taipei to the victory. Saudi Arabia earns a breakthrough victory in Group C, beating Jordan in a close affair 77-73. Muhammad Ali Abdur Rahman carried the Saudi offense with 25 points, 8 rebounds, and 7 assists. South Korea keeps Qatar winless in Group A, 97-83. The trio of Hyun Jung Lee, Ki Sang Yu, and Jun Sok Yo accounted for 70 points for Korea.
And in Group B, Iran is currently taking on Japan. This is a good game. This will be followed by Lebanon against 2-time defending champs Australia to wrap up the game day. Besides tomorrow's Gilas and Iraq game, here are the other matches on tap this weekend. Take a look at your screens right now. Syria and Guam will open things up later at 2 a.m. Then China and Jordan will take the stage at 7 p.m., followed by India against Saudi Arabia at 11 p.m. Then on Sunday, Chinese Taipei will take on New Zealand at 2 in the morning. Qatar and Australia follow suit at 4 p.m. Then it's Guam against Japan at 7:30 p.m. And finally, South Korea taking on Lebanon at 11 p.m. We've got more sports stories coming your way only here on Play by Play. Stay tuned to One News. eyes on the ultimate prize in the PVL on tour. The high-speed hitters continue their dominance during the quarterfinals. They swept the Zeus Coffee Thunderbells to stay perfect in the preseason tilt. Savvy Davison marked her return to full action with a game-high 28 points despite dropping just a single set so far. In the tournament, head coach Ralph Ricafort wants his team to remain focused on their goal. The high-speed hitters now await the winner between the Creamline Cool Smashers and the Farm Fresh Foxies in the semifinals.
Itong round na to, ang in-explain sa kanila, tapos na yung preliminaries. Hanggang kaya namin kalimutan na yung record. Talagang yung record na yun, binigyan lang kami ng magandang schedule, tapos na. So, itong simula ng round ngayon, talagang knockout na lahat. So, wala nang basis yung naging record namin. Talagang one game at a time na lang talaga. So, ang mas iniisip na lang namin yung itong dalawang importanteng laro na lang.
The stage is set for the final quarterfinals match day of the PVL on tour tomorrow. The doubleheader will begin at 4 p.m. with the next-led Chameleons taking on the Cherry Tigo Crossovers. Then for the main event at 6:30 p.m., all eyes will be on the Creamline Cool Smashers as they battle the Farm Fresh Foxies. Games will be held at the PhilSports Arena in Pasig City. You can also catch all the action live on One Sports, One Sports Plus, and on the Filipinas Live app.
Meantime, the UAAP's 88th season is just around the corner, and host school UST is making sure that everything is set once games begin next month.
Starting lineups Boom Gonzalez and Dip Dipianco sat down with the organizers to find out more about their plans for the upcoming season, including hosting the opening on school grounds.
We really want to do it against the university because we want to really share all the traditions that we have. And it is something that we want them to experience how we make things in the university, like Paskuhan, how we welcome our freshmen. So in season 79, we just do it in front of the Plaza Mayor. This time, we will do it in the field.
In the field naman, wow.
Actually, Boom,
Go ahead, Father.
the decision is both practical and symbolic. Practical because for the whole of September, yung mga big venues, they're not available because of the FIBB Men's Volleyball World Championships. So, the practicality of it, so wala na kaming mahanap na venue. So we would have it in our campus.
And it was successful in 79.
Yes,
tremendous success. So why not? No?
So bigger celebration.
And then, of course, it's something symbolic because we want to continue the tradition or the practice of, kami lang yung gumagawa niyan.
Correct.
To have the opening sa campus.
Exciting. Edie, what are the goals now that you're working alongside UST as the host for season 88? Ano yung mga napag-usapan na, I guess, a sneak peek of what has been talked about already for your goals?
I don't know, siguro parang if I may go physics na parang inertia. Again, parang momentum fueling the future, stronger, better together. So ngayon, strength in motion, and some of us had the chance to go to for professional development in Australia, and we learned na the kangaroo, naalala niyo, the kangaroo apparently cannot leap backward. So we just like to think we're going in the right direction. Just keep on moving, strength in motion, keep moving forward. So kung ano yung nabuild, just when you thought na you've reached the peak, pataas ang pataas. So I'm very excited about USTs. They're very up to the challenge. So itutuloy lang din nila at itataas pa nila.
Preparations are ongoing. I'm sure you're deep in it. How are they going, and what are we expecting, ma'am?
Well, everything is in the right track as of the moment. And we will start the program since this is the Jubilee of Hope. So we will start with the entire program. We will start with a Eucharistic celebration before we have the opening program. And then just to give the students a little entertainment, we will have a Hope concert. So we will have 3 parts for that day.
Coming up, the Filipinas come out firing in their Serenity Cup opener. We tell you more about their statement win to start their title defense in Vietnam. All that and more when Play-by-Play returns here on One News. Welcome back. You're watching Play-by-Play on One News. Team Philippines takes part in the opening ceremony of the 2025 World Games in Chengdu, China. Wushu athlete Agatha Wong and wakeboarder Rafael Trinidad served as flag bearers. Joining the team are Philippine Sports Commission Chairman Pato Gregorio, Philippine Olympic Committee President Bambol Tolentino, and Chef de Mission Stephen Arapo. Team Philippines looks to overcome its previous performance in 2022, where it got a single gold medal from karate. In total, the World Games will feature over 6,600 athletes from 116 countries and regions. It will run until August 17.
Okay, happy Friday, but before we go to the weekend, we got the Gilas Filipinas New Zealand game, which was held last night in the FIBA Asia Cup. Sayang, Gilas still 0-2, losing to Chinese Taipei in their first game, losing to New Zealand, so they have an upcoming game. Must win para sa Gilas Filipinas kalaban ang Iraq. Okay, highlight reel. Let's start off with Chris Newsom. In the second quarter, we go New directing traffic. Over to Kiambao. Oh, what a play! Eye in the sky. This is what KQ brings to the table there with that alley-oop to Justin Brownlee. Take a look at the connection. Yes, KQ, former UAAP MVP. That's the reason why he is indeed a special talent to si Kevin Kiambao at his height, his skills. And look at the fans there in Jeddah, Saudi Arabia, enjoying that alley-oop again. Defender had no idea, and backdoor cut by Brownlee. Pinahirapan pa with that reverse. By the way, that's one of two KQ assists. He also had a quiet game here relatively, just 5 points after notching 17 in their opening game against Chinese Taipei. Brownlee, though, just carried Gilas on his shoulders, 37 points, including 7 3-pointers for JB, 5 rebounds, and 3 assists. Again, the fans love him. Mga Pinoy talaga. Full support sa Gilas in Saudi Arabia. On to the next play now. Let's go. Now Edu up top. Looking, goes to Dwight Ramos. Off that spin down, and then Newsom felt he was fouled. Newsom looking to go and using that Brownlee screen. Going to dapat kay Junmar, off to Dwight. Time winding down. Dwight nowhere to go. And lets it fly. Bullseye with a shot clock winding down. St. Dwight. Look at the defender all up on his grill. Great challenge, but greater shot. That was a good defense, but better offense from Dwight Ramos. From nothing to something, St. Dwight with that 3. At this point, though, they were still down by double digits, as you can see, 15. It did cut to 12 after that 3 from St. Dwight. Daddy Dwight, as what a lot of fans call him. That's Dwight's only 3 of the game, though. He finished with 19 points, 4 rebounds, and 2 steals. Great game for Papa Dwight in this one. Okay, let's go to the next play now. More Gilas on defense naman tayo. Tumatakbo ang New Zealand, 2.5 minutes left. Taylor drives. Taylor Britt has been playing solid in the FIBA Asia Cup, but blocked there by AJ Edu. Edu, wow. Hindi nakasulat sa script eh. Edu, wow. That's one of Edu's 4 blocks in this game, by the way. 6 rebounds, but went scoreless. And look at that fan loving that defense. Sabi niya kay Taylor Britt, ganda nilalaro mo sa FIBA Asia Cup. Etong sayo. Huli. That was, again, one of 4 blocks ni AJ Edu, which is really an anchor on defense. Ito, dumidikit na Gilas dito eh. Last under 3 minutes to play, down 5 against New Zealand. Sayang. Okay, punta tayo sa pagbigyan natin New Zealand. Panalo eh. Ganda nilalaro. Taylor Britt again. This time using the screen. No! Ganda ng pick and roll yun. Ganda ng pasa. And then Davison all the way for the slam. Look at that. Well-executed pocket pass. Pick and roll, ganda. Ganda din ng roll ni Longhair ni Davison for that slam there. And by the way, this was over Edu pa. Outstretched arms ni Edu. Take a look at this. Hindi, walang depensa. Walang depensa. Newsom, na-late lang si Kiambao. And then there was no defense underneath that gave Davison that open. By the way, Davison had 5.7 rebounds, 2 assists in this game. Okay. Pwede na yung next play. Yan, okay. Let's go to our last play here. New Zealand. Take a look at how disciplined they are executing their offense. Ito yung sabi ko, Taylor Britt on a switch has Edu against Edu over AJ Edu. So Edu earlier got the better of Taylor Britt, blocking a shot that time around. Look at Britt on the ice, so the confidence and using the left too for good measure, using the glass. Great drive from this New Zealand point guard who is just very cerebral with his moves and his plays. High basketball IQ, leading New Zealand, the Tall Blacks, in a great campaign in the FIBA Asia Cup in Jeddah, Saudi Arabia. That proved to be the dagger doon. Sakit neto eh. That was actually a painful dagger mula kay Taylor Britt kasi humabol ang Gilas, down 5, 2 minutes, crucial. Tapos hiningi niya ulit yung bola on a switch, binabantayan ni Scotty. Yun, man on an island na si AJ Edu. Dinrive ni Britt. Wala na. Sayang. Okay, and New Zealand beating Gilas here 94-86. This is the Tall Blacks' second win in Group D of the FIBA Asia Cup. Britt, again, another stellar outing for him. 19 points, 8 assists for New Zealand. As for Gilas, they sink to 0-2. Next game, again, for the Philippines, must win. That will be tomorrow, Saturday, 4 p.m., August 9, live on RPTV. Panoorin niyo po yan, Pilipinas Live as well. Let's go, Gilas. Isa ba, huwag tayo patalo sa Iraq. Laban Pilipinas, puso. Sana makaisa tayo dito sa FIBA Asia Cup in Jeddah, Saudi Arabia. Cheska.
And before we go, strong might just be an understatement when describing the kind of start the Philippine women's national football team had in the 2025 ASEAN MSIG Serenity Cup. The Filipinas opened their title defense not just by shutting out Timor-Leste, but also by scoring a whopping 7 goals. Yes, 7 goals. Final score, 7-0. 5 different players found the back of the net, with Quinly Quezada and Inday Tolentino each scoring twice. The win puts the Philippines at the top of Group B, tied with Myanmar, who earlier beat Australia's under-23 squad 2-1. The Filipinas now turn their focus to a tougher test ahead as they face the Aussies on Sunday, August 10.
That's all from us tonight. Again, good luck to Gilas Filipinas tomorrow against Iraq. Sana manalo, makaisa tayo. I have a good feeling naman nakakayanin natin ang Iraq. It was just unfortunate na malalakas talaga Chinese Taipei, pinagandaan tayo. New Zealand, as we all know, powerhouse yan in the region talaga. So, go Coach Tim, go Gilas Filipinas, go Justin Brownlee and company.
Laban.
And Laban Pilipinas tayo. And from us, thank you so much for tuning in today, the whole week. Catch us again Monday, 8:30 p.m. for a play-by-play of today's top sports stories.
Play-by-play is on One News, that's Signal TV, Channel 8 on SD and Channel 250 on HD. We are also available on Signal Play and Pilipinas Live.
I'm Andre Felix.
And I'm Shaska Liton-Calao. Thank you for watching. Good night and happy weekend!